Hello today and welcome to a video that I haven't really done before. It's a tutorial video. I'm going to be explaining today the different spray patterns that you can get from different weapons and how to control your recoil way easier. Today we're going to be using the AEK. I just thought I'd go for the most donkey punch weapon I could possibly find in the whole game. And just AEK completely sprung to mind. This gun has loads of recoil, so it's going to be quite a good example. To not waste any more time, we're going to go straight in and show you the first example. Straight off, I'm just going to go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to completely turn off those tooltips. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and completely spray out my entire mag onto this wall. Now, as you can see here, there is quite a lot of upward and vertical kick that is completely uncontrolled. You are very unlikely to hit anyone at a large range, and considering that I'm doing this at point blank, well, not really point blank, I'm doing this at close range, so that recoil is generally quite high. You'll still hit somebody at close with that, but let's try that at range. You're going to hit absolutely no one with that kind of spray attitude. I know a lot of people do play like this, and not enough people know how to control their recoil well. A lot of people just assume that they can just spray and get kills, but it doesn't work like COD in this game. You can't just spray a whole mag at someone and expect to kill. These aren't zero recoil guns. You need to learn how to control it. Okay, the second example people like to use is to burst fire during full auto. This means as you full auto shoot your gun, you tap in the middle of your full auto magazine. The problem with this is you're constantly getting first shot recoil, and this is basically every time you shoot your first few shots in a mag, you get a loads of upward kick before it settles down near the end of the mag. This is no unique trait to any gun, especially not the AEK, as this gun has lots of recoil. This happens with every single weapon there is. Generally, this method can work, but still, to avoid any kind of recoil, I'll show you the actual method which I recommend to people, especially if you're using a low recoil gun. Let's just go ahead and give an example. Now, that was only half a mag, but as you can see, that recoil pattern is incredibly controlled. That is completely tight. All the bullets will hit on target at close range with that. Now let's go ahead and shoot over here. And that was more bullets, as you can see, in comparison to the just me spraying full auto onto that wall. That is incredibly small. That cluster of bullets isn't spreading that much. There's a little bit of vertical recoil right there, but that's likely to travel to the head anyway and grant you a headshot. Now, I still think I'm using a bad example here, but if you're using a gun like the AK-12, using any of these methods, you really don't need to worry too much. You could honestly spray full auto of the AK-12 and hit shots anyway. That gun really isn't something you need to control. This is for those people that like using those tricky guns that have loads of damage but high recoil like the AK. The thing with this gun is it doesn't hit many ranges above medium. You never hit a long range shot with this unless you're firing single shot. But you're not likely to do that anyway. Helicopter. Now, this is the method that I likely to recommend. Now, this is going to take a little bit of explanation. As you full auto spray your gun, pull the joystick or your mouse towards the center of where you started shooting. I'm going to give an example. We're going to start with a little shot on the wall here. This is going to be our center. Now, this is just a pistol shot. We're going to lay our crosshair on the center. We'll just pretend that this is a person. It doesn't matter where you're shooting this person. He's likely to die anyway. This is the AK. It melts. So we're going to start, and as we shoot, pull your joystick towards this center. So we're going to... Now, as you can see, that center point is granting a lot of hits on target. This is granting more hits than that. You're likely to hit more on this than you are of that because of the fact that you are controlling recoil over range. This is way better. I think, generally, in my opinion, if you're looking to go for medium shots or short range with most guns, tap firing is generally a right way to go. First shot recoil is quite a small thing. Unless you're playing for a competitive team, you really don't need to worry about first shot recoil that much with guns because they're all quite low recoil. Now now this type, if you're going for long range hits or even short range, this is a really good option. Generally, this can be used in any situation. If you're going for a recon really far away, you can use this system, although I fear at longer ranges as your bullets begin to spread, it won't really work that well. So sometimes if you're burst firing completely without full autoing is the best way to go. Now I'm going to give an example on this wall. I'm just going to completely control the recoil. I'm going to pull my thumbstick towards the center, put that center right there, put the crosshair on it, and I'm going to pull my joystick towards that dot. Now as you can see, there's a little bit of pan there. I did that quite badly, but generally, as you can see, they're both methods are better than just spraying at the wall. In my opinion, this should be for medium to short ranges, this for long ranges. If you're going to burst fire while tap firing while using full auto, then that would be very good for long ranges. If you're going for just a complete version which I showed you a second ago, which is putting your joystick towards the center point, then this is good for medium ranges. Honestly, using full auto is only ever good in really close range, because then close range combat tends to be about who can fire the most rounds the quickest and who can hit the most rounds on target the fastest, not really the most accurately. Which at long range, you're really going for accuracy rather than the amount of bullets you hit. Because you can hit your full mag and not get a kill, mainly because of just hitting leg shots. Now, a lot of people are also concerned about pistol recoil. Because pistols are generally used for finishing shots after you've weakened the target that's at range, but you've ran out of bullets in your mag, you can just shoot one bullet, finish the target. So they have generally quite low recoil amounts. We're going to go ahead and just spray at this wall. As you can see, there's a little bit of vertical recoil, but not much. You can control this with a little bit of pulling towards the center as well, and make that really accurate. Although you won't need to use that with a pistol. So as I said before, that kind of tap firing while using full auto is really good for long ranges. Completely going out and pulling the joystick towards the center point while using full auto is good for medium ranges and full auto for short. It's quite hard to forget that in situations where it's quite fast and lots going on your screen. But if you remember those rules and the different recoil amounts you can control, it is quite a nice idea. But that is all for this tutorial video. I hope you found it useful, and I will be releasing more of these as time goes on, maybe with more examples of different guns, even a burst fire tutorial, as many people seem to struggle with how to control recoil with burst fire guns. I'll also be doing some more gameplay commentaries later in the week, so I hope to see you then soon.